In this tutorial video, we're going to see how to create a generic class in Java. Now, a generic class declaration looks like a non-generic class declaration, except that the class name is followed by a type parameter section, also known as a type parameter token. So the type parameter section or token of a generic class can have one or more type parameters separated by commas. These classes are known as parameterized classes or parameterized types because they accept one or more parameters. So this is how a generic class is represented. So in this example, we have our generic class named box, and as you can see, we have the type parameter section or token here named t for this example. Then we have we're declaring an instance variable private of type t named t small t. Then we have our parameterized constructor, as we normally would, to instantiate an object of this class. And then we have a get method here that is going to return the casted value by the method signature in the main method. So in the next step, we're going to go into a bit more detail. We're going to be using this in a practical example. So meet me in the next step. In this step, we're going to see how to use a generic class in Java. So we're working with the example we saw in the previous step. So as you can see, we have our generic class named box here with its type parameter section or token, which is called t in this case, or capital T. And then inside this class we have an instance variable which is private of type t, and in this case is named small t. Then we have our parameterized constructor, which is going to enable us to instantiate an object of this class. And then we have this get method here, which will return the casted value by the method signature. So in this class, the type parameter section t or token t has not yet been defined. It will be defined when we instantiate this class. However, once it's been instantiated with a type, the object will only be able to work with that type in question. So to show you that that's the case, let's go to our main method here. And as you can see, we've in the first line here, we've instantiated an object named integer box of type box, so the type of our generic class, using the constructor of that generic class. And you'll notice that we have again here the type parameter section or token integer, just to say that we can only work with integers inside this instantiation. So for example, here we've put a value or an object of type integer, but if we were to put, let's say, a string value, you'd see that we get an error here, as you can see. So that's why we've determined that it's an integer, so it has to be an integer value, so 10 in this case, whatever. So same principle for here. We've determined that we can only work with string types, so that's the case here, and in this case float types, which is the case here. And then basically we're printing out the values with the get method that we had in the generic class, as you can see. So let's run the program. And as you can see, it returns the values correctly. So that's how you use a generic class in Java.